Life and death, those are the two hardest things to grasp. And you're usually running from one to the other. When life gets hard, to the point of way too hard, some people will run to, like some kind of entertainment, something that can make them, force them not to think about their problems. Drinking, drugs, fighting. And then sometimes you've got the life. Life is so good that you will not jeopardize what you have for any reason. You won't jeopardize it. And an example is like, you have a debit card and you're the only person at this little gas station restaurant thing, and you're eating, and you see a couple of homeless people wander up near the entrance. They don't come in, but you're either going to feel obligated to help them, or you're going to feel obligated to stay away from them. You're either one of the two, sure. And so whatever you're running from, whether it's life or death, run to Jesus Christ, because He's the life. And when you're ready to die to this world, He'll give you purpose. But you can't find that until a lot of people can't find your purpose in life until you hit rock bottom. And rock bottom is the rock of ages, Jesus Christ. So you don't need anybody to see you. All you need is water, blood, and the Spirit. Those three will bear witness. So if you want to answer God and you want out of the torment that you're in, because the alcohol's not doing it, the fighting's not doing it, the drugs aren't doing it, nothing's doing it, go down to the lake or jump in your tub and proceed to be baptized in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, and the name of the Holy Spirit. And stop being an orphan to this world that has rejected you and abused you and caused you to run away from life, or to cause you to fear being absent from the body, which is inevitable. But don't rush it, because we are supposed to be doing good works. And you can't do good works unless you're in the kingdom and you're granted this Holy Spirit that gives you wisdom and discernment. And the only way to do that is to stop trying to be something here for yourself, for your glory, and dying in your sin to achieve it. Give it all to God. He lived, died, and rose to pay for our debt, that He said that He put us here. In the book of Job, He put us here into trouble as surely as the spark rises from the flame. And he tried to come down and to tell us to show mercy, to go along with don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, don't covet, the laws. And the law without Jesus is tyranny, because nobody has the heart of God that can carry it out like Christ was able to fulfill it. And so it's more of a guide stone or a schoolmaster. And Jesus, well, he's the master. He's the husband. We're the bride. And our baptism, if you'll read in 1 Peter chapter 3, that our baptism is our acknowledgement to God with a good conscience that his son paid our debt and that we are his and that we walk anew with him in spirit and that we do as he has commanded us to do. So if you haven't been baptized or heard of this good news, this gospel, which gospel is a Roman decree that they would post, and we took that. Here's the real gospel. Here's the real good news. So nobody can send you to hell, and nobody can keep you from being atoned with the Father. And before you say, what about all the people who have not been baptized? I'll tell you this. If you've been instructed to and you've denied it, that's on you. If you have denied somebody baptism and put it off, that's on you. If there's no water, that's up to you. I mean, if there's no water, that's pretty close to hellfire already, so sprinkle it. The Didache or the Didache, it's a hand pamphlet that the apostles and teachers would bring around, and it says if you don't have a lot of water or running water or cold water, it goes into detail. I think it's chapter 10, and it says if you don't have but a little water, fast, you and the person that's going to pour the water on your forehead, and just pour it on your forehead. What I'm saying is this: God gave us a way to get atoned. You know, he gave us a way to meet him. You know, that way, like a kid, you know, you let him help you in the kitchen, and eventually he can run the kitchen. You know, and you just, yeah, you don't need him in there unless you want to continue your kingdom. And since this earth is pretty much, you know, it's done for, it's just, what do they call it, death rattling, you know, the stars of heaven will fall through the firmament. And don't know when, only the Father knows this. But he will send Jesus to get us, just like the Father would send the husband to go get the bride to be, the bride in waiting. But back to what if somebody wasn't baptized? Well, again, God will show mercy to whom he chooses. Therefore, and he will also make stubborn whom he chooses. I'm pretty sure that's in Romans, and I'm pretty sure it's in Exodus. And, you know, the prodigal son, the one son, he left. He came back, and he ate. He offered to be the lowliest of the servants. And the other kids that were keeping all the sacraments, keeping all the chores, were jealous of this. So have mercy and be good to all people, especially those in the faith. God bless you all, and I love you all. And keep God first. Love you all.